Hi, this is Roger. Welcome back to creating your own 11 ball video arcade game. When we left off, we're able to put the balls on the table in a shuffled form. We could select the balls, and the 11 would when it made 11, they would disappear. Um, and basically, it's starting to look like a game. But you, you notice when we click, you don't see the little points pop up, and nothing's changing. So we need to start working on that right now. We're going to work on the scoring during the gameplay, not when the round is over, but just during gameplay. And we got a little bit of housekeeping to take care of. So let's get to it. First thing is we don't need that label. So let's pick that label and delete it. Let's go over here in our code and let's delete this 11 ball mouse click. Okay. And let's go back to here. I just put these numbers in just to make sure they were good, so let's go ahead and set those to, well, we can leave them alone right now because the program should select them. This will give us an indication. So to start with, let's go up here where all of our dimension statements are, and let's create us some more variables. We need score, of course, and we need the round number, or we'll just call it round. And I need to go ahead and put as integer up here too. And so let's see, we need the score, the round. Let's do round status while we're here. What the round status will be for is how is the round going. I mean, how 0 would be the round is in play. 1 would be that you cleared all the balls off the table. 2 would be you ran out of time. And 3 would be you chose to take the score. Oh. Dim. Okay, what else we need? Round status, score, round. That's all I can think of right now. If we need anything else, we'll come back and add it. Okay. So, and our game start, we need to score equals 0. Round equals 1. Round status, we'll say 0 is good, not over. We don't want to reset the score during each round because the score needs to stay. Now, there's other stuff during the round we'll need to reset when this round starts, which we've already got some. Oh, by the way, remember when we were going through the rack and if we ran out of balls, we disabled. So we need to re-enable that. That's that right there. We need to re-enable selecting the rack ball in the rack count. Oh, we also need up here the dimensions. I don't know why I forgot this. We're going to need another bitmap array. We need to load all of our points. So what should we call them? What's it called? Point image. Okay, well, down here where we loaded the other bitmap pages. Oh, wait, it's an array. And we have 12 total. And I know this is 13 total array elements, but that's fine. Gotta find our bitmap. Well, that was it right there, wasn't it? Yep. So let's load some more. Um, point image, 1, no, starting with 0, equals, I think we call them, let's see. Let's just load the bitmap in first, because I don't know if we're going to need to resize it. And we'll do the M100. And we'll just temporarily put it over here on the ball load. But where's our draw game? That's higher up. There we go, draw game. We're going to draw it just no matter what right now. G.image, draw from image, draw image. And it's point array, point image. And we'll draw it on every ball. It doesn't matter right now. I just want to see the saw. Alright, what did I forget? Oh yeah, location, which is p table I dot x, comma, p table I dot y. Let's just give this a shot, just so we can see how the image looks. Okay, we see we're going to need an offset. And let's just do, I think the size was good though. Let me look again. I think that's a good size. So we won't have to worry about the size, but just need an offset to put them in the right spot. But let's go back and load all of them. We won't have to resize them. $200, $300, and actually I'm doing it backwards. Let's do this $600. I've already thought about this, so I know where they need to go. And now we'll do the pluses. Okay, so we got all those loaded. And let's go back to it's above it to where we're printing them. Let's put our location, and let's change this to 12. And let's add plus 50. I think the Y needed more plus, so plus 50 on the Y. And I don't think the X needed anything. Let's try it. Alright, let's select it and see. Yeah, let's move the X in just a tad. Let's just go like plus 20. Let's just see here. I think that might be too much. Yeah. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, so now we should only print the score. We'll need a flag. So, dim. Um, we'll call it 11 flag. Boolean. A flag is just something to let us know that we need to do something, and we don't have to set it. When we go down here to our select balls, when we determine if there's an 11 there, where'd it go? Ball selected. There you go. If running total equal 11, then 11 equal true. And it's preset at the very beginning, the false. So basically, we preset it to false. After we select the balls, when we find out if we have a running ball total of 11, we'll set the flag for true. Now remember the other day I was talking to, or last time, where the select ball wasn't, the very last ball selected wasn't showing the select marker? That's because I forgot to put draw balls. Draw game. Need to draw the game, remove the balls, and then remove the selections, and then redraw the game down here without the balls. So it'll just be there momentarily, and really it won't be there long enough. But when we start putting the sound in there, the sound should slow it down just a tad, so it'll be there. Now, as far as when the ball goes minus points, I'll still have to think about that. But right now, this should work okay. Put the draw game, and let's see. Let's go back up here on the draw balls. Okay. If 11 flag, then draw the points. And that's only, like I said, only if the ball is selected, where you have the selection mark. And let me put this here. And move this in flag. Okay. If the ball selected, we draw the selection right here. And if it equals 11, then we also draw the points. And where did this come from? Pointing me. Alright, let me make sure I didn't mess anything up. Okay. For I equals 0 to 22, we check, is there a valid ball there? Yes. Draw the ball. Is the ball selected? Yes. If it is, we draw it. And if we actually have a total of 11 points, then we go ahead and draw the money up there. Alright, let's give this a shot. We still got more to do, and I'll explain in a minute, but let's just make sure it's popping up. Oh, let's see. 7, 3, 1, up 1. It was there, but it was really briefly there. 6, 4, 1. If we want, we could put a little delay just for now, just a temporary thing. Let's go back down here. When we put our sound in, it will delay it more, but right here. I'll just say wait. Let's just go ahead and say 80 milliseconds. That seemed to be good timing. Let's make it a little bit longer, just for demonstration purposes. Maybe even longer. Well, that should be good enough for the game, but I'm going to make it even longer just so we can see one problem we have, of course, which is the value. Okay, see how they were 600? Everything was 600. We need to, because I have it hard coded to do that one, but it should be based on this value here. Row 1, or actually this first row is actually row 6, this is row 5, row 4, and that's the value. So we're going to have to go back up here into an array, and we need to add another element. Public, I'll call it B row, or so it looks like brow, as, let's call it point row. It don't matter. We'll just call it row. I don't care. And down here, when we load our P table, open it back up. We already have our row numbers here that I wrote, so let's go ahead and just key these in. P table. One dot row equal 6. And we got 2 here. Ball 3 and 4. And their value is 5. Okay. Well, we're done loading all the rows up. Now the brackball is special. I'll leave it at 6 right now. Let me just scroll through these, make sure they all look right. Okay, now let's go ahead and close this back up. Let's close some of these up. Okay, we'll leave this one open. So So let's go back up to drawing the ball. Let's close this one up too. Okay, when we draw the balls, it flags there. Now we need, instead of just printing this image, we need the row value. So instead of number 12 preset, we need p table I dot row, and that gives us which image we need to print. Well, not actually. We actually need to do, remember how I laid them out? Let's go back to where I loaded them. Did I close that one up? Yeah, load images. See how I load them up? I put the 600 on the 0 and the plus 600 on the 12, and number 6 was empty. So basically what we'll do is we'll just say 6 minus the row number. So if it's, or 6 plus the row number. If it's a plus point, 6 plus row 6 will give you 12. If it's 6 plus row 1 will give you 7, and row 1's worth 100. And that's why I laid it out this way. We're wasting, index number 6, but that's okay. So on our draw game, we should do, since these are all for when the 11's created, we're getting a plus, so it should be 6 plus whatever row number we have. And let's see if that does right. And let's give it a little more delay here, just for now, just so we can see them. Let's say 1.5 seconds. So okay, I'm going to do a 10 into 1. This is row 6, 5, 4, so that should be 400 and 100. 400 and 200. Something went wrong there. I wonder if I keyed it wrong. Alright, let's do, this should be row 200, 300. Okay, did I key this whole side in wrong? I don't know, I'll have to look. 8 and 3, 9. I said this should be 100. Or I got an error. I cannot be null. Well, I must be there where I'm drawing my things. So let's debug, stop. Let me check my row numbers. Make sure I did everything right. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, those are all the minuses, the pluses. Just for safety's sake, let's put something in row 600. Row 6. I have 2 7s. Look at that, I had 2 7s. Up, I missed 9. Okay. Let's try this again. It looks like might have been I had the numbers off keyed there, but let's try it again. 5, 1. So this is 6, 5. This should be 400, 100, and this will be 600 just for now. There we go. Now we have to work on the rack ball point. If you remember when we watched the game, this is always equal to the lowest value of the balls picked. And the way we're going to have to work on that is we're going to have to change something. And you notice when I did the when I put the original P table load. Let me go back up. Close this one back up. On the original P table load, I preset the rack ball to row 6, the highest valued one, and we're going to always do that because that way we can always compare it and see if any other balls picked are lower, and if they are, then change the value. So when we do the 11 count check, this is where we go here. I forget where everything's at. Okay, right here. When we go through and start checking them, we do the running total. And then if it's 11 ball, then we do this. Well, what we can do is let's change this to 22 to 0. Step -1. Okay. This. Put this down here in a little section instead of just on the line. That's supposed to be -1, not equal. Okay. We need to check the row numbers. So if P table I dot row is greater than or less than P table oops, the rack ball 0 dot row, then P table 0 0 not O again dot row equals P table I dot row. Basically, we're checking against the row we just looked at. If the ball is selected, we're counting the points. We're counting the ball to add it to see if it's equal to 11. Okay, but we're also checking to see the value of the row on the selected ball. And we start at row 22 and work our way backwards. And we want the lowest row number of the ball selected. So right now we preset, I need to go ahead and preset, but we preset the row on the rack ball to 6. So any ball selected less than 6, that should show up. So let me put it back here. P table dot row equals 6 because we will be changing it. And table. Alright, so let's give this a shot. See if I didn't mess anything up. Okay, when I select this is a 100-point ball, so that should only be 100 points. There we go. And 7, 3, 1. It has no bearing on this one. 10, 1. 8, 3. Okay, now this would be a 300-point ball, and this would be the same either way. It doesn't matter. So let's do this one. Okay, that's a 200 point ball. So this should only be 200 because it's 400. There we go. Well, I don't know. I keep on playing the game. Like I said, it's addictive. So let's get out of it. So now we need to start doing our points, at least on the plus side. So we need to do a tip score here. That's not on the box selected. That should be on. Let me think about this. We need to go ahead and do that up here in the draw game. Okay, if we made a combination 11 and we're actually drawing the balls before we remove them, then we add the score. So temp points plus equal, and it'd be yeah. Alright, so every time it comes in to draw, it says the tip points is 0. If the 11 flag is true, that means we are drawing balls that have selected that their total count, the running total equals 11, and the next time they go through, they're going to be gone. So 10 points is that, and we're finally going to say score plus equal tip points. And label score dot text equal score. Alright, let's see if it was working. Okay, that's 654. That's 400 plus 100. So we should see 400, 100, and this should pop up to be 500. Okay. We're seeing no minus points right now because we haven't done it, but okay, this is 100 ball, so this be 100, so it should go up 200 more. Okay, 65422. So that'd be 800 more. Should be 1500. And this one's worth more, so let's pick this one just for now. There we go. 300, 300. More 200 total. Okay, this would be 600 and should be 900 more, so that'd be 4,000. Okay, so our points are working as far as the plus side. Okay, now we have to work on the minus points. We need to move up here and create another flag. And we'll call this rack moved, or rack ball moved. As Boolean. And let's scroll down here to where we select the ball, where we do the rack count. And up here where it finds an open spot, that means it did move the ball. So let's go down here near the end before the draw game, and rack ball moved equal open spot. Set our flag to true because we moved the ball. And up here where it sets open ball true, open spot true. Let's see, where do we need it? Right here. We need to go ahead and set the row number. So we'll say P table 0 for rack ball dot row is equal to P table I dot row. And then we need to move up here to where we draw the game. And after it goes through this loop, if rack ball moved, then G dot draw image, and we want to draw the points in a negative number, so we need the point image, rack ball, P table, P table 0 for the rack ball dot row. Actually, we need to do the negative, so it's 6 minus this number. And our location is P table 0 dot X, P table 0 dot Y. Now, if you remember when we drew the positive numbers, they were too high, so let's move the Y down by 50, put it halfway. And on the X image, it was on the upper left, And we need to move it one whole ball over, which is 116. We'll move it a little extra, so let's add 120. Now let's do 150. Okay, let's give this a shot, see if I forgot anything. Okay, when we rotate through the rack, we shouldn't get anything. That's fine. Let's get balls out of the way. Now let's just throw this 10 in there, and that should be that should be minus 400 points. But you see, it doesn't disappear. If I click again, okay. So what we need to do on the draw image, we need to go ahead and disable our flag. And let's see, after we draw the image, let's just do it right here. Rack ball moved equals false. And let's do this again. Let's try to do a lot of combinations so we have a lot of balls missing. Let's go ahead and set this. Our initial table load. Like we did before, let's just set it to 12 so we have a lot more room. Okay. So we need to get rid of that minus points. We need to do one more thing too. We need to keep our score. So on the draw game, down in here on the flag check, we need to set our tip points minus equal 100 times the row. And then we already had the score totaling it there, so let's give this a shot. Because to start with, they should be 300, 300, 300. So let's go. Minus 3, minus 6, minus 9, 12. These should be worth 200, so 1400. Okay, so that's good. Now we need to make that disappear. And the only thing I know to do is put a timer in it. Okay, let's call it TMMR points. Set to, what's it set to, 150 milliseconds. And all we're going to do is turn the timer off. And we're going to clear our rack pointer and draw the game. And up here on the rack count where we set our flag, we'll start our timer. Let's give that a shot. Okay, that looks pretty good. So let's just play the game one time. Let's set this back to 22 balls on the load. And close it up. Let's set this temporary timer on the other one. So it's not so long. Right there. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and start ending the round so we can start the next round. And like I said, there's 3 different ways to end it. One is clearing the table, one is if the timer runs out, and one is if you take the score. Until then, thank you for watching, and don't forget, if you like the video, please select the thumbs up, give me a like, and hit the little box that says subscribe. Thank you.